All right, how's it going? Welcome back to the Order Flow Edge channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set your footprint chart up like this in Sierra Chart. First, I'm going to show you how to set up just a regular bid by ask footprint chart in Sierra Chart. Then I'm going to show you how you can build a footprint chart just like this one and also save your settings so that you don't have to remake them every time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open a new chart, find symbol, and we got a 1 minute ES chart up. The next thing we're going to do is go to studies. You can hit F6. In Sierra Charts, the footprint is called numbers bars. So we're going to add the study to the chart. I went ahead and reset it to where it's on Sierra's default settings. So for just a regular footprint chart, a bid by ask, you would come to the numbers bars text and you would select bid by ask volume, full background, and then we would change this to none, transparent, and click apply. Okay. And then you can see right here we have a bid on the left and the ask on the right, just your standard regular footprint chart. Now we're going to go ahead and go back into the settings, and we're going to set it up so that we have the chart like the one we just seen. So we would want ask volume, bid volume difference for the text. For the background type, we would want a right aligned ask bid difference profile. Background coloring method, we want it to be based on ask volume, bid volume difference actual. And then for time's sake, we're just going to leave the colors to the red and green that Sierra Chart has defaulted. You can change these colors to whatever ones you like. I like the blue and red. And then for the middle column, we're going to switch this to the volume. For the background type, we're going to leave it at a full background. And then for the background coloring method, we will go to based on volume percentage. Text coloring method, we'll leave it at none. And then to make this look clean, we will quickly change this to some grays. Okay. 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 And I'm going to just leave these bottom ones red because it's all going to be positive. So it's going to make all of them gray regardless. And then for the third column, this is where we're going to have our volume bars. Oh, no, we don't want no text. No text. Background, we're going to select a volume profile. Background coloring method is going to be based on, where is it? Ask volume, bid volume. Ask volume, bid volume percentage. Coloring method, none. And then we'll click apply. Oh wait, I changed the wrong ones here. Give me 1 second, bear with me here. I should have changed the down ones, but that is my fault. Apply. Okay. So I changed the wrong. So now you can see here. Let's go back in here and go to the settings. We're going to make the numbers bigger. I'm sure it's hard for you guys to probably see the numbers. So we'll come down here to font size mode in 83. It's set to same as chart by default, and we're going to change it to automatic with minimum and maximum limits. I don't want my font to ever be size 50, so I will change my max to 16 and click apply. Okay. Okay. And then as we make it bigger, you can see that the font size got bigger as well. Now we have the delta on the left, volume numbers in the middle, and then volume bars based on, and the coloring based on the delta basically. So if it is a negative delta, we get a red one. If it's a positive delta, we get a green bar. And then we'll go ahead and add in our open and close boxes as well. So down here at the bottom where it says open and close marker style, we're going to change this to the open to close boxes. And then we're going to change this to column 1 and column 1. Now open marker slash up box color, since we have green and red on here, we'll stick with green and red. This is going to be our up bars. We will make those green. And then the close marker down box color, we will change to red. Okay. And click apply. Now we have our open to close boxes. If you want to highlight the point of control, right here where it says highlight point of control in number 71, it's right now defaulted to no columns. We will go ahead and switch it to column 1, and then the color of it's going to be yellow, and the width will be 2. We'll leave it like that. Click apply. And then if you wanted to, you could come here and say all columns, apply, okay, okay. Now you can see the point of control for every bar is highlighted in the middle, or I mean all the way across. And you could select just the middle one, just the one on the side, or the one over here on the right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how to set up the regular footprint, this style of footprint. If you're also wondering how to change this, like it did come up on a 1-minute chart. If you wanted to change it to a range bar, come into the chart settings, and then we would come over to where it says bar period. And then let me make this a little bigger here. Right where it says bar period type, we will click this and we'll change it to range per bar standard in ticks. And then it's defaulted to 10, which is what I use most often. Click OK. And then now you can see here we have the 10 range bars. Yeah, so you could change it to a 20 range if you prefer, like a 5-point range, 16 if you wanted a 4. But yeah, that's pretty much how to do it, to set up a footprint chart in Sierra Chart, to set up this style of footprint chart in Sierra Chart. If you guys stuck around to the end, please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see. And yeah, I'm out.